But first, it's been days of chaos in Venezuela after the country's opposition leader declared a rebellion against President Nicolas Maduro.
Juan Guaido rallied supporters at a May Day protest in Caracas this week. The violent situation is being closely monitored by the United States as tensions rise.
But amid that chaos, a remarkable story here at home about a special high school senior in Central Florida.
Kayla Martinez was born in America, and the 19-year-old has had to balance school with 2 part-time jobs while the rest of her family is still stuck in Venezuela.
News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden shows us how school leaders are helping Kayla get results.
It's just, I feel so comfortable. Like, this is my zone.
This is where 19-year-old Kayla Martinez feels most at home. The auditorium at Cypress Creek High School performing on stage.
I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you.
She has made numerous friends in musical theater. But Kayla's life is unlike most of her classmates.
At the beginning, it was just excitement. It was like, I hadn't thought of the idea of being here without them.
The 19-year-old is in Florida, while the rest of her family is stuck in Venezuela. She supports herself. She rents a room in someone's home. She works 2 part-time jobs. She catches Sunrail and a bus to get there and an Uber to get home.
I try to balance it.
She also juggles schoolwork and finding time to practice for school productions.
Shining like an evil sun.
But sometimes it takes a toll.
I just get sad, oh my God, I can't do this. I get to depressed about it. If I think it's too much.
What also added to the stress was Kayla never shared with her friends or school administrators that she was doing it alone. That is, until she had a toothache and had to go to the school nurse and share that she didn't have insurance or money to go to a dentist. She says finally sharing her truth changed everything.
And then that's when I was like, oh, I should have told someone before.
She calls her school counselor, her theater teacher, and her principal her family. And talking about them is the only time she breaks down.
And I'm just really grateful that because I said what was going on, I've been getting so much help.
Dr. John McHale says he knew Kayla from her school performances, but had no idea what she was going through.
It was kind of sad because I have this young child here that shouldn't be worrying about her teeth and how to feed herself and how to get to school.
School administrators are helping Kayla get what she needs, and while she never considered it before, now there is even talk of going to college.
Seeing a student like that go through all the trials and tribulations and still come out the other side gives me hope that this world's in a far better place with kids like Kayla.
I know if I need something or if I'm feeling some type of way, I have people to go to now.
We love the story. Don't cry, Kayla. Joining us now, Kayla Martinez and principal of Cypress Creek High School, Dr. John McHale. Thank you both for coming in and for sharing this story. And you're such an inspiration, first of all. And congratulations on your scholarships. We just can't wait to see what's next for you. How has it felt to fight through and get this senior year going and be successful?
Well, it's a day-to-day kind of thing. I don't really focus on how much I have left, more as in, okay, well, this is what I have to do today, and then at night, okay, I'm done, well, what I have to do tomorrow, and I have my mindset differently for each day. So it kind of helps me not realize how far my graduation is or how long I have until I have to do this decision. It's kind of like that.
But you have been able to really look towards the future now with colleges. I mean, that was something that I read you weren't really thinking about a little while ago. Now it's becoming almost a reality.
Yes.
I mean, how's that feeling?
Well, I wouldn't have been anywhere near where I am now without my counselors in school. They were the ones who convinced me, basically, that I need college, at least for whatever you want to do, whatever you want to major in. So I realized that that's what I need, at least for me, that I want to do musical theater. I need, training to get to where I want.
And Dr. McHale, you said something in the story that stood out to me so much, that you said with students like Kayla, you realize the world is in a much better place than perhaps some of us thought. What do you want people to know and students to know who maybe are going through hard times about, you're here to help, and people at school, that's your job. You're here to help. What do we need to know about that?
Sometimes the toughest thing is just asking for help. We're blessed that we have so many resources and kind people, from teachers to counselors to community members that want to help. I just would ask every kid that's struggling to come find someone and just talk to us, and that's our job. I mean, that's why I do what I do. So just find someone and ask for help.
And Orange County Public Schools does have a foundation that helps students who are in need of help. Tell us about that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, the district set up a foundation. They can go to it online, and it collects monies and resources just to help students like Kayla take that next step. Because it's one thing to get them graduated, but the reality is Kayla's got a life ahead of her, and she's going to need help with that too. So we want to give her all the resources to make her successful.
And Kayla, how is your family doing over there in Venezuela?
They're okay. They don't choose to go out just because they want to keep themselves safe. But at least there's a million other people that know that if they don't go out, then things aren't going to change. Like, they're not going to see movement. So they're part of the small portion of people that want to stay safe, and I am grateful for that. But I definitely think that something great is going to happen, because everyone is just out on the streets and they're demonstrating that change needs to happen. So.
And you've been in contact. I mean, you're in contact with them. You said you had a group chat. I mean,
Yes.
How is their feeling now, knowing that you're just days away from graduation? You're on television. I mean, how does that feel for them? I bet that's kind of bittersweet.
Well, yes, they do. They're always telling me how proud they are of everything that I've been accomplishing. I won a scholarship yesterday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. So I told them about that, and I told them this morning, okay, well, sorry I fell asleep last night, but I wanted to update you guys. I'm going to be on live TV today. So they're really proud, and they're always telling me, well, okay, don't forget to always mention that you want to be with us, because it's true. I don't want to forget ever the fact that if we're not all together, then it's not how it's meant to be.
And I know it's so hard to share your story, but it's so important. How do you feel knowing that you're inspiring so many people?
Well, I didn't know I was inspiring so many people until my first opportunity to be on a news channel popped up. I was getting help from people I didn't know, people coming to the school and dropping off things for me, like necessities, like toiletry items, things like that. And a lot of people from school, other counselors and other teachers, saying, by the way, I saw your story, I'm so proud of you, you're an inspiration. And I just feel really grateful for it, because it's an opportunity that not a lot of people get. And obviously not a lot of people are going through the same thing I am. But I'm grateful that because I'm going through this, I have a voice for mostly people that are going through the same situation, that they're separated from their families, when it comes to Venezuelans immigrating to other countries because of the crisis. So.
And of course, we'll stay tuned and find out all your updates. Please
Yes.
update us with
Yes.
everything, all the new changes.
Yes.
We can't wait to hear your voice on that big
yeah.
stage, the Great White Way, just a few more years.
Yes.
So
And
we'll
if you'd like
keep
to
up
make
the
a
good work.
donation as well to that, clickorlando.com, the fund to help students out. Of course, we have that link on our website.
Thank you, Kayla and Dr. McHale.
Thank you.